once again.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to another Saturday. I'm so glad you guys are coming back to every Saturday and listening to the phenomenal guests. It is the month of March and we're talking women in business. So we have a phenomenal woman to have a great conversation with, and I can't wait for you guys to get to know her story. So, Tanya, tell the viewers about you, who you are, and where you're from.
All right. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. My name is Tanya Mitchell. That is my birth name. I am originally from Baltimore, Maryland. I moved to Atlanta July of 97. Just
Oh,
wanted to
wow.
change. Yeah, wanted to change, from the city life, wanted better for my kids. So I just decided to up and relocate, give Atlanta a shot. And it's been our home ever since.
You know what? For all the viewers, for all my military viewers, they're gonna love that because my soldier's from Atlanta. My husband was killed in the war. Is from Atlanta, big city, but
Yeah.
it still has some really kind of. This is where you can raise your children kind of feel. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I like that exactly. All right, well, I have a fun one before we get started hearing more about who you are and what your business is. Can you describe yourself in a hashtag?
Yes. Hashtag life of the party. Yeah, I would say that, I didn't always start off like that. As a
Yeah.
child, I was very quiet, soft spoken. And my mother used to say, if you don't speak up, people are going to get over on you in life. So you got to learn how to speak up for yourself. So as I've gotten older, in my teenage years, I just started, blossoming as every teenager does,
Exactly.
finding who they are. And I don't know, a lot of my friends and family think I'm funny.
That's
so,
good. I'm laughing at you all the time on Facebook,
yeah.
so I agree.
Yeah, I do love to laugh. I do. I've done that a lot more since I moved to Georgia. When I came here, I was very, very, I don't know what the word for it is, just very protective. And I learned to loosen up and be a lot more funny, a lot more outgoing. I do owe that to Atlanta, even though it was always in me, but they brought it out of me. So
Atlanta,
I was the life of the party.
At ATL, they bring it out of everyone.
Yeah.
So
Yes, they do.
love it. Okay, so
Yeah.
hashtag life of the party, right? That's the hashtag?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I love it. And what's your wake up ritual like?
Well, I believe in starting my day and ending my day with reading, praying, and talking to God. Hands down. That is it. If I don't start my day like that, my day doesn't go right. If I don't end my day like that, then I can't sleep right. So, I wake up, I do a lot of reading and praying and meditating. I read a lot of scriptures, a lot of passages, anything positive, anything motivating. I just believe that I need to keep God first in everything. Everything I do, everything I have become, everything I have comes from him. So I have to remind myself to keep him first.
Exactly.
Because he can take it all the way. So yeah, that is how I start and end my day.
That's the message, viewers. That's the message, especially with this pandemic, because it's been trying our souls. So that's the way.
Yes.
That's the way to wake up indeed. So I see you working out. You talking about you working out, and I can tell your body is giving you the gift of working out. So tell us about your workout, diet, and meditation routine.
Well, I used to personal train. I started back in January 2018. I've been doing it off and on. With my personal trainer, Janae Dixon Banks. Shout out to Janae.
Okay.
Yeah. So I kind of I'm in and out, up and down, because you fall off, you come back, but I never did well with the gym because I just don't have any motivation in the gym. So when I started training with her, it kind of gave me the motivation to, do some workouts at home, do some workouts in the gym, and just kind of keep your body right. It's just about keeping your body right, eating right, getting rest. So I haven't been working out a lot lately. I've been doing like a lot of walking and things like that to kind of keep the shape and just kind of watching how I'm eating. But yeah, now I'm getting convicted. Like, okay, it's time for you to pick up the weights. It's time for you to train.
I cannot tell. So I just do not know how that could bother you. But what type of foods do you eat?
Well, my favorite food is Mexican. And I know they use like a lot of salt, a lot of seasoning. So that's my only downfall with that. So a lot of times I have to tell them not to put salt, put stuff on the side. Right. So, I just try to eat a lot of chicken, fish, not too much fried, maybe baked, broiled, things like that. I eat a lot of salads, vegetables, you just got to watch how you prepare it and watch what you use. I like soul food, but I try not to eat too much of it because that's the killer right there with the starches and all of that. So, I mean, for some people, they think I eat clean, I don't eat too bad, but to me, it's like, I know sometimes I throw some things in there.
Yeah.
Like I said, once you start training and start knowing what you shouldn't do, and you know, our trainer used to tell us, you know, certain food has gluten in it. That's what blows you up. So I know if I eat a certain thing and I blow up, I know why. So I just, So I try to eat as clean as I can, but I can do a lot better.
Yeah, it's a journey for me trying to learn how to find the right foods and sodium. That's the weakness. Yeah.
See, I don't read the backs of stuff and I don't have that part down pat as far as reading this and making sure I don't eat this and that. That's that's really hard for me. I just try not to eat too much fried food, processed things like that. When I'm around my kids, you know, my kids pick that up early, which I was surprised. So they kind of, when I'm around them, we eat a certain way. They have me try different things. So that does help.
Yeah, this generation seems to eat so much better than that generation. They just eat better than us. They're like making all the right choices, and it's not stressful for them. They're not counting calories. They're just naturally doing what they do. So,
right.
I know what you mean. I have 3, and they basically motivate me to let's try to do it a different way, because you want to have the bad habits, but you know. So we're going to move forward just a little bit because I'm going to go into your business. I'm a little nosy. So tell us about Belle Soy Candles.
Okay. Well, you know, I am into smell goods, period. Rather it's candles, perfume, lotions, you name it.
Yeah.
But I have a real addiction for candles. My last birthday, I just told everybody to buy me candles. Nothing else. Just candles.
Sound like my daughter.
Yes, I mean, I like how they smell. I like how it makes the room feel, how the room smells. I like what mode it puts me in. And then I did some research. There's a lot of different ways you can make candles. I've seen candles made out of wine bottles, champagne bottles, you name it. People put fruit in them. Yes, fruit in them, flowers in them, anything. So it just sparked my interest to learn how to make them. I said, well, since I like them, you know, I might as well learn how to make them. So I just started learning how to make them as a hobby. Yeah. And my best friend who made me this T-shirt, shout out to Lisa Samar. Yeah, check her out on on Instagram, LMS Nails Designs. She is based out of the DMV area. So shout out to her. She was like, well, that's, you know, if you're gonna do a business, do something you love. She's like my biggest motivator. So when I told her about, you know, me learning how to make the candles and maybe starting a business, next thing I knew, I had a whole package in the mail and a T-shirt with the name of my business.
She's like, she gotta call you out on it. She gotta make you do it.
Yeah, she is my biggest motivator. She's like, anything you want to do, I'll support. So I'm like, why not? You know, people around me are doing it, you know, doing different things, and it's just like, well, why can't I? So so hopefully I'll launch it sometime in the summertime, because I'm really just getting started. I'm just tapping into it, but I enjoy it. I love candles. I love making candles. My first one I made.
Is it messy? Like,
no, it's not. It's not messy. It's not real hard at all. The first one I made, I named it after my granddaughter and gave it to her for a birthday gift. The second one I made, I named it after myself. So
exactly.
Yes. I'm really
this is the year of woman. So celebrating yourself, celebrating the girls that are coming up. You know, indeed, this is the year of the woman, indeed. So So what do you think about as far as the business during the pandemic? Has that been kind of like a slow process trying to get the business going during the pandemic?
Well, you know what? I haven't really started it. Like I said, I'll probably launch it sometime in the summer. But to me, I mean, the pandemic has positives and negatives. It's either you're going to, you know, just tap into things that you can do and figure out, you know, other avenues, or you're just going to crumble. So
that's it. That's it.
You know, that's your choice. It could make or break you. So during this time,
so sorry, you guys. I forgot to tell you. If I didn't tell you, I had weather issues going on, so I lagged a little. Sorry about that. they survived. They haven't said anything yet on Facebook. Hey, Facebook, there's Satina is there. Hey, Satina. Brent and Nick watching from San Antonio. So we had a little lag, but we survived it. Bliss is trying to mess with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. So repeat what you were saying on that end.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Repeat that last part you were saying on the end. It kind of cut off on a little.
As far as the pandemic,
Yeah.
I was saying basically during the pandemic, it could either make or break you. So it's either you're gonna find other avenues to make money and do things you enjoy, or you're just gonna crumble. So I just use this time to just kind of tap into, what do I want to do? What do I like to do? What can I make, as a business during the pandemic? And that's pretty much it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's building a beautiful thing. In Black America, I did see a lot of attempts to try to make us fall, and we have something within us that says, nope, that's not going to happen. And some businesses are popping up, and talent is popping up, and I'm loving it. Just seeing people that didn't even realize that they had that in them. So I see the good and the bad.
Yes. I do see a lot more positives than negatives. I see people starting businesses and blossoming better than they were before the pandemic. So
exactly.
Keep God first, be creative, and use your resources and get up and do something. That's pretty much
exactly
how it's going to happen.
Get up and do something. And then Tanya, as a business woman, what are the 3 things that you cannot live without?
Well, for me, I would say my phone, because that's how you make your connections. That's how you keep your contacts. That's how you make your connections. I mean, people use social media, but for me, I love social media, but the phone, you're going to need it to make your connections. Your supplies, whatever type of business you have, you're going to need your supplies. You can't float without your supplies. And number one, even though I said this last, your number one thing are your customers.
Hello.
You can't have a business without your customers.
Okay. Yes.
So whether you have customers, whether you have customers, clients, fans, whatever you want to call it, they make your business. Whatever you're doing, whatever line of work you're in, they make your business. Without them, you won't have it.
Exactly. Yeah, and putting them first at all times. I absolutely agree with that. And they always want something new. They follow you and continue to want to see what you do next. So yeah, they always are the important part. So when we get to talking about people, whether living or dead, what 3 people would you like to meet with, to converse about being a woman in business?
Well, all 3 people I'm going to name are alive and well. So I'm going to have to say first and foremost, Oprah Winfrey, because she is a powerhouse. She is not. She's, to me, one of the most influential women in the world, as we all know that.
Yes.
Yes. I do admire Shawnee O'Neal. Yes.
Look, talking about with my shade and my tone, talking about, do you?
Yeah, she's just she's a mom. She's an entrepreneur. I just admire her.
Yeah,
she's a hard worker.
Yeah.
And
I have to separate Shawnee basketball wives and then businesswoman basketball wives.
Yeah.
I love
and third, Jessica Alba. Jessica Alba. She was in a movie called Honey. And but she's a businesswoman.
Yes,
she's an actress.
She is a serious businesswoman.
Her net worth shot up. Yeah, her net worth shot up, and I was like, she's an actress. What is she doing? And she's a co-founder of a company called The Honest Company.
I saw that.
Yeah, she's went from an actress to a businesswoman. So any woman in business that's doing their thing, I admire them. But those 3 are at the top of my list.
And I like, when you mentioned Shawnee O'Neal, I really admire people that get on the screen and have an emotion about it, because I'm like, she's doing her thing. Like, that's exactly the way being on the screen is supposed to be. We're supposed to believe it. So, those are some good people. Jessica Alba, she impressed me also. Yeah, indeed. So I love those 3. And when we talk about those people being a woman in business, what fear do you have? What's your biggest fear in life?
Biggest fear is having any type of goal or any type of dream and not accomplishing them, not doing them at all. Just letting them sit on your head and just fear of not doing it. I know I have a lot of gifts and talents, and it took me a long time to really, really start tapping into some of them. And just my biggest fear was just never tapping into not at least one of them, at least one. So and just living life and not fulfilling anything. I hate when people know that they have gifts, they have talents, and they just don't tap into them. They're their own worst critic, and it's right there in front of you. God gave it to you, and you're just not doing anything. So if you got 10 of them, at least tap into one. At least
exactly.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, people fear so much. Recently, I've been trying to encourage people, don't worry about how many people click like. Don't worry about how many followers you have. Like, you have that one
Right.
person that's counting on you to do it every time. So just talk to that one person, you know, like it just grows from there. So exactly that. Just you said, if you have one thing, y'all, she said, one thing, just do that. You know, 10 out of 1. I mean, we said 1 out of 10, do at least that one. And then the
Right.
next one, and then the next one, and keep going, right?
Right. Because if you never do anything, you're gonna be miserable. You know, you're just gonna be miserable. You're gonna be blaming others. You're gonna look at yourself as a failure, and whatever your gift and talent is, just tap into it. You know,
That's
one might make you do the other 9. So
exactly.
you know,
Steve Harvey 101. Exactly. Exactly
yeah.
that. Okay, so now you're a businesswoman. These candles have to go all over the globe. So, flight or road trip, what do you prefer?
You know, I'm a flight person. I believe in getting where I need to get and spending my whole day and night there. I don't want to spend the whole day and night getting there. I want my whole day and night. Yes, I've done the road trip thing. I may can do 5 hours, maybe. 4 is pushing it. Yeah, 4
She
is just
stopped it
pushing
at
it.
5. Yes.
Yeah, I know some people like to sightsee. I like to just get there. I'll sightsee when I get there. So I'd rather take a flight.
Sometimes if it's a crowded season like 4th of July, that's the big promise from President Joe Biden that we're going to be back to norm at 4th of July. I just don't want to be in a crowded airport. I like to go at 4 in the morning. I like my flight early. If it's crowded, I'm going to hit the road. Yeah. So depending on the season. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. Okay, so what's your favorite social media app?
Oh, I would have to say Facebook. You know, a lot of people like Instagram. To me, all you do is just post pictures and pretty much whatever else. That's it. I like Facebook because you can post pictures, you can comment, you can make jokes, you can post memes. You can just do a lot more to me through Facebook and Instagram. So yeah, I'm a Facebook person.
I agree. And after networking, I met you through Facebook, even though, you know, I'm a fan of the family, but I met you through Facebook. So Facebook, you can network, you can do a lot through Facebook.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, you can do a lot
go
more.
away. Don't go away, Facebook.
Right. I'm a people person. But I learned, look, once I got on Facebook years ago, whatever you get on your kids migrate to the next thing. So while I'm getting on Facebook,
are you on here?
Yeah, while I'm getting on Facebook, they're moving to Instagram, and I'm like, oh, y'all trying to get away? You know, so I won't see stuff.
I
I'm
really
like, well,
think they are, because every time we go to one of theirs, then they move to the next and the next. I'm like, the children are running from us.
just like when they had what was that Black Planet or whatever they had, they moved. So yeah,
I actually loved Black Planet. Now,
I did.
you know, back in my low single days. No.
Right.
All right. So, what about secret talent? Do you have a secret talent?
Yes, I do. At first, I thought about maybe I won't share it,
Okay.
but then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and share it.
Okay.
So yeah, I have a secret talent of singing. Yes, singing.
Let me adjust my microphone so we can hear this.
Oh, what?
That makes sense. Do you really?
You know, that's one area I never kind of was like, I know I can do this. I just was told. My mom was a very good singer. I was told years ago she had an opportunity to get on the road and didn't, because she had children to raise. And I'm like, why did you take us on the road? She's like, I wasn't raising y'all on the road. That's just, it was a no back in the day for her.
Yeah.
And so I mean, I just kind of, you know, listen to some of my favorite artists back then, like my mom's artists, Patti LaBelle, Nita Baker, Regina Belle, you know, all those type, Whitney Houston, all those type singers, and just started singing around the house. And then in school, I was in a lot of talent shows and sung parts that other people were supposed to sing. And then when they heard me, they were like, well, no, we're gonna let her do it. And I'm like, well, I don't think I'm all of that, but obviously, hey, I had a voice, but I just never, it always stayed at home.
Yeah. Okay, so we can reinvent ourselves at any age. Would you go in the studio with the children and just do something?
What was the question? I'm sorry.
Would you go in the studio and just create something, even if it's just a fun song?
Gosh, you know what? I thought about that a time or two, like you said, just for fun. I would love to. I sure would, because I enjoy it. I
Yeah.
enjoy it. That is something,
Yeah.
I love music. I do. I'm born and raised up on the rap music, hip hop, R&B, you
Yeah.
name it. So I love music. To me, R&B will never die. So
Never.
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 So,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
enjoy, even some of the artists that we have out now. I still like my old school artists, but even
Yeah.
some of the new school kids, I definitely would.
I
When I
would
think
like to
about
see.
it, I'm like, I
Okay,
don't know
if
why
you
I
do
would.
it, I'm going to support it like I do everybody. I'm going to support it. I'm going to play it. I'm going to listen to it. Here's the thing that happened to me. I grew up in a musical family. My father, he passed away, but my father did gospel music, had gospel albums, but everybody in the family can sing but me. I'm just like, why didn't I get the gift?
Oh my goodness.
You get
Well,
me to singing and everybody will take off running. But
you can be trained. You can have training.
that's
Some of the best singers had getting
that's
started off
true.
all really good, and they got vocal training. So
That's true. That's true.
just depending. At
But
this
I
point, I
think it
probably
would be for fun just to go out there and just do something silly. And I think I'm not for silly, but like just say I did it. I got it done. That's another thing we checked off the list. Yeah, yeah.
right, yeah.
I didn't guess that. You surprised me. I didn't guess that one.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and I'm
Okay.
shy. I'm shy. That's another thing. I'm a shy person, so I hate to be put on the spot. So that's another reason why I never. But my mom was like that. That's where I get that from. She was like that. So I'm like, okay. She never did it because she's like, I'm just shy. And I'm like, and yeah, I picked that up from her.
Yeah, yeah, and I worry about what I would have to do to calm my nerves to be in front of some kind of crowd or something.
Right,
I can speak in
right,
front of a crowd, but I'm telling my story. So as a speaker, I'm not nervous, but I
right.
second guess my singing, so I would worry about singing. So
I broke out of speaking in front of people being nervous in college because we had to do a lot of papers, a lot of presentations.
yeah,
And I just learned, be natural, be yourself, just act like they're not in the room or act like you're
yeah,
talking to your friends.
yeah,
And I learned from college to break out of that habit.
yeah.
So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and my nervous always shows. People always tell me when I'm doing the show, like, "Be still, D," and I'm like, "I'm trying, I'm
You
trying."
know what? Baltimore people, we talk with our hands a lot. So
Yes, I'm from
that's
Texas. We're
something.
just like,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
I can relate to that indeed. I went to
Mhm.
Baltimore in October. Did a long road trip that you talked about. It's awful from Colorado to Baltimore. Don't ever do it again. But I had to pick up my
Oh,
daughter's car because she was going to Germany, and that was the first time I saw Baltimore. So yeah,
ooh,
I like that whole ride from Virginia through Virginia and all that. Yeah, it was pretty. Never
yeah.
again. I almost lost my man on that road trip. Okay, that's a
Oh
different
my God.
topic.
She said,
That's a different topic. Okay, so Tanya, how would you define yourself in 3 words?
I would say funny, smart, and go getter. I'm definitely goal driven. So
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Funny,
You
smart,
always
and go
felt
getter.
that if you're not going like pushing yourself, do you feel like there's more that you can do? Like I feel like some people just have that in them.
Yes, yes. Yeah. I get a little nudge every now and then that tells me I need to be doing something. You need to be, you can't settle right here. You can't be comfortable right here. Every time I get that little feeling, that means it's time for me to do something.
I like
And
it.
if I don't know what it is, I have to figure it out. So that's where I'm at now.
Tapping into it, tapping into it.
Yes,
Absolutely love
happening to
that.
it.
Mhm. And then you
Hmm.
keep a circle around you. We've talked about that. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. I
Yeah.
keep a circle of positive, motivated people, no matter
Yeah.
what they're doing. That means a lot. That
Mhm.
means a lot because I've always had to motivate myself. I've always had to find my own motivation. Like I said, through God keeping me looking at my kids, like I got to do this for them. And then what does Tanya want? But you know, recently I've just had people, over the last couple of years, just be an extra motivation because I've always had to find it within myself.
Right.
Some people need other people to motivate them, and I'm not saying that's a negative, but
Right. Correct.
for me, I get this same little nudge or feeling every time I need to be on another level, and I already know what it is. And sometimes I struggle with fighting it, and then I just give in and like, okay, this is what I need to do. So I got to get motivated, and then I'll have my support system. But I have to let them
Yeah.
know, hey, this is what I'm struggling with, and they're like, okay, well, we support you. Stop keeping everything to yourself and thinking you got to do it all yourself because
Yeah.
that's just how I've always been. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, while
Mhm.
you preaching to me, I forgot. I thought I was at church because that's literally it. Like I will keep it in, and I'll just like, okay, you just got to figure out how to deal with it because I've always been that person, that
Mhm.
always everyone's coming to me, and you just have to deal with it. And a time that you made me think of, without getting too serious, but when my soldier was killed, and I had to depend on all those women, and I was just like, you just feel like, oh my, because I'm always like, I just got to do it. I got to do it. I got to do it. And then it feels good to have people to lean on. So you preached the word right there, Tanya.
Yeah.
Okay.
It will.
What'd you say?
It will weigh on you after a while.
Yes.
You know, and it wasn't until I
Go to
moved to
Facebook and see what they said. Tanya, she said, my queen made, where's my queen made candle? That's Latina. She want her candle.
I don't have the candles with me. I don't have the candles with me. Look, the one I made, let's see. Yeah, because the one I made for my granddaughter.
That you made for your granddaughter?
Yep, I actually do. I sure do. I'm actually sitting here. Yep, I have this one and her name. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know how it's showing.
Yeah, can we see the inside? Also, keep that still in the middle, just a little at the top.
You want to see the inside of the candle?
Yeah, let's see the top and the inside.
Yeah, it's just and I forgot what fragrances I mixed. I mixed lemongrass and I can't remember if that was the first one I made. It's been a little bit, but it's like lemongrass. Ooh, it smells good. Lemongrass and vanilla.
She love our candles.
Yeah. I wanted it to be like a very light scent, but lemongrass is kind of powerful. But that's one of my favorite fragrances.
Let's see this. Tanya, show them the top. There we go. Loves it. Loves it.
Yep.
And this your time putting your mama love into it. Okay, Brittany Board. He said hello, Queen. Thank you, sweetie. And okay, that's it. So I was reading Facebook for us. Now let me ask you this: what is the favorite thing that you own?
You know what? These diamond earrings that I have in my ear right now, they were a gift from my oldest son, Ricky. Probably, let's see, maybe before the pandemic. I've had them almost about 2 years. Yeah, because my first pair of real diamond earrings, my mother bought me when I was a teenager, and I didn't know the value of diamonds. I mean, I knew, but you know, so I lost one getting my hair done, and she made me feel so bad that I lost the diamond earrings. I'm like, I'm never going to own another pair, and I've always wanted a pair, and he knew and was like, hey, you know, and I'm like,
yes, that's a good son, and they work so closely, though. You know what I love it.
Yes, it's close to my heart because I know how my mother felt when she gave them to me, and I didn't appreciate them. And you know, to have them years later, I'm like, from my own child, and he knew I loved diamond earrings, and he's like, here, this is a gift. I'm like,
exactly.
So,
I can tell that the family is very close. That mom was a powerful figure. So I hear a lot of stories in regards too. So that's good. Beautiful spirit. We have a group that we're trying to bring that back. That close family. You know, that's kind of fading away a little bit. We're going to wrap up with what's inspiring you in life right now.
You know what? Okay. The thing that inspires me, that always inspires me, is watching people that I know achieve their goals and reaping the benefits. I'm the type of person, I can see it for everybody else. I'm happy for everybody else. But when it comes to me, I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can have that. I don't know if I can be that. I don't know if I can do that. But everybody else can be great. Right. So I watch a lot of my friends, a lot of family, people I don't even know, just come up, you know, and I'm just very happy and proud of them. So that just motivates me to say, you know, they're doing it. Why can't I? Exactly. You know, and it doesn't have to be something big, something grand. You can start off with something small. Exactly. You know, just putting the time and the effort behind it and believing in yourself and keeping God first. You know, that is what's been motivating me and inspiring me. I mean, I have a son that's in the music business, so he inspires me. A lot of times I talk to him and get advice from him, and I look up to him. You know, I look up to him because now I'm on the other side. I get to see the inside, the good and the bad. I know. So, and like I said, with a lot of other friends and family that I know that's doing their thing, I always have been inspired by other people, because some people look at other people's progress, and I hate to use this word, but they hate them. They hate on them because it's like, why them? Why not me? Exactly. For me, it's like, I'm happy for you. Teach me how to do it. What do I need? How do I need to get there? Do that? Yes. Exactly. Yeah, like that inspires and motivates me. I'm not a hater. It's enough out here for everybody. So that is what's inspiring me right now.
And you know what? Fame. I think I just said this on Facebook yesterday. Fame is not for everybody.
Right.
So you just have to find that thing, you know, because what we do have to do, especially mothers, grandmothers, we have to leave a legacy.
Yeah.
So, fathers, grandfathers, you have to leave a legacy. So you may not get fame, but you do need to leave something that these children can see representation. And so that
Yeah.
it will inspire them, because what we do may not be our journey. It may be our grandchild's journey, our
Exactly.
grandchild's journey. So we have to show them how to just believe in something, So
Exactly.
that's it.
Exactly.
That's it. Your children's music inspire me. Can't say that enough. And now hearing you, like, I just like to see where it comes from. When I interviewed Mama DeBarge, I just needed to know where it came from, And so when you get
Yeah.
to see the other side, and to see, you just see the whole thing put together, and you know that it's really those people that believe in who they are, that
Yeah.
continue to push despite all odds. Those are the people that make it, and it's not really a goal of fame. It's just like, I did that. Like, I thought I could do it, and I went and tried it, and I did it. That's life. That's the
Yeah.
circle of life. So,
I
yeah.
learned a lot of that from my children because I'm very protective and they know I'm a realist. So in the real world, we taught go to school, graduate, get a job, that's it. And even if you got dreams, if you got talents, you may not make it, whatever. But I learned from them when they said, okay, this is what I thought I wanted to do, or this is what you may have wanted me to do, but this is what I want to do. And they're doing what they love, they're profiting from it, they're happy. That kind of opened my eyes to be like, well, you know what? I need to learn something from them. And it doesn't matter how old I am,
Exactly.
they're in a different position.
Exactly.
So, and they got more social media, they got more contacts, more connects than we ever had. All we had was the phone and
We had to
magazines
go a long way
and radio.
to connect.
Right, and radio. They have a whole lot more, connections than we do. So, I mean, now I've become more open over the last couple of years because of them. Just,
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love it. You inspire me. The family inspires me. I have officially told everyone in the family that you inspire me. So I love it. Because I love looking at that one family and saying, I've compared your family, and I'm not trying to say it in any type of way because everybody has their own journey, but I've compared your family to the Jacksons and the DeBarges. So it's just an honor, really, to just watch the journey and to just see it happen and know that so much more is coming. And then, so much more coming. So keep pushing. I'm a Belle Soy Candle. What does Santina want? What's Queen Made? Tell us about Queen Made. Is that the one for her? Is like personalized candle?
That's probably that's probably what she wants it to be called. I gotta
okay. So
speak with her. That's her brand. I think.
I want a Dee candle. I'm gonna order a Dee candle.
Okay. As soon as I get everything up and running, I will reach out to you. Hey, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite scent? Whatever you want. Whatever you want. Yeah, I said I wanted to start off making ones for people that I knew, people that I admired, kids, all of that. Just kind of tap into it.
I think that's how it gets started anyway. Tanya, you've been an amazing guest. You are a woman in business. We are inspired by women in business, so we're sharing this with all the women in business, and they are tuned in. They are thankful for being able to hear you and hear your story. You guys share. I think that sometimes everybody has someone that they can relate to, and you never know who that one person is going to be that needed to hear your truth, So thank you for doing it for me. I can't thank you enough.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes.
I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me.
Many more. I have this group of podcasters that they're going to come for you because they're going to want to hear your story on their platform too. So
okay.
Get ready.
I'm getting ready. Look, this is the year that I have to get over my fears.
That's it.
I've been told that so many times. I'm like, okay, I hear y'all. I'm talking to God. I'm dealing with it. So I just got to step out on faith. They're like, this is the year. You got to deal with your fears. Get over it.
And you know what, Tanya? You have this thing that you kept saying throughout the whole interview is that you tap into God. And Missy Young Levine said that we need to believe in something. And you're believing in the highest thing that we can believe in. So you're going to do it. Yeah. So I'm glad to see your journey. Thank you for doing this for me. And have a really good weekend. Stay warm.
Thank you.
Tell yourself that you're in the warm.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Have a good one. Thank you.